Okay. Hello, what's up you guys? In today's video, we are going to do, just like we did for Premier League, La Liga 2022-2023 tier list, La Liga predictions. Obviously, we know who's going to be number one. Don't forget, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so, number one, like no debate, literally at all. Easy. Easy, no debates, no debates. Second year in a row. We're about to win 6 trophies this year, so. Barcelona, do we even put them on the list? Or are they going to liquidate? We cannot be sure. But with that in mind, I think Sevilla definitely. But here's the thing, actually. Here's the thing with Sevilla. They lost both of their starting center backs. They lost Koundé and they lost Diego Carlos. So I would like to say this because typically they're like a force to be reckoned with in La Liga, but I don't know. Lamela, that's all they need. Lamela just will score his annual Rabona and then everything will be fine for Sevilla. I think they'll still be like, I think they'll still be top 4. I think Atletico Madrid, actually, I think this. Lamela's a true warrior, facts. And then get a red card and then lose the game. I think this, is this a hot take? Is this a hot take? Because I don't think it is. Listen, obviously I think this will be something like this as well, but I think this. I'm putting them in relegation zone because they're going to have like a however many point deduction and get relegated. You guys, this is actually hard for like, to choose 3. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, okay? Last year, they were like here, right? They were here until the end of the season where they then came here, right? But think about all the turmoil. People are leaving. If De Jong leaves, and then they can't register. Well, I think if De Jong leaves, they can register a couple of their players. But I'm being honest when I say that I feel like this might be a thing. I feel like it'll realistically be this. And that's a hot take because Sevilla is normally like Sevilla was challenging us for the title. They were only a few points behind Real Madrid for almost the whole season. Like it wasn't until the last maybe month that they dropped points. Maybe 2 months. I don't know, you guys. Like Villarreal were in a semi-final last year. You know? I feel like people will assume that it will be this. But I think it might be this. Or this. I just think with turmoil, like look what happened to Chelsea this year. They started really strong and then everything happened with their owner and all of that shit. And then they like really dropped off in the latter half of the season. I think they finished 3rd because of a dominant performance in the first half of the season. Okay, I'll do this. I think Celta Vigo is here or here. What do you think? Iago Aspas carries them every single year. Every year. Betis, yeah, Betis is a good shout. I think this. No, this. I still think this could happen. Genuinely. So Kubo plays for Sociedad now. 5th, 6th, 7th. You think this is realistic? No, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Celta should be... Celta is better than Valencia, typically. I think this. What do you think? Oh my gosh, Bilbao. I forgot about Bilbao too. Fuck you guys. This is hard. I think this could be a shout. And Bilbao's very good. I think like Valencia will be here. Unfortunately, I think Mallorca is back, yes. I would even argue potentially this. I don't know, Valladolid, like before they got relegated, they were like mid-table. So no, Kubo is at Sociedad now. I think it might be this. Actually, I think it might be this. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Espanyol has been in La Liga for a few years, but I feel like they're just one of those teams that like grind out bottom table. You know what I mean? They have good games where they beat top table teams, but then it's just like, do you know what I mean? A UCL tier list? Yeah. But I feel like this could fluctuate depending on signings. But Iago Aspas is like notorious. Listen, for Denman purposes, I'm gonna do this. Denman, if you're watching, this one's for you. No, I feel like Getafe is another grinder. Getafe, like, is a team that, like, grinds hard. Very physical. Ooh, oh, fuck, you guys. I feel like it's gonna be, no. Chat, what do we think about Vallecano? Oh, Isco, oh my gosh, Isco. You guys, Sevilla has Isco now. Who are they? Did Sevilla sign any defenders? No, eh? Oh my gosh, you guys, we have to take Girona out of relegation because Girona got Miguel Gutierrez. Here's the thing about Vallecano though. They were like 4th last year in La Liga until until maybe March. Rayo with Valencia? Or Celta. Or this. Or this. Or this. So don't ask me. I scored his 9th goal in the day. Oh my gosh. Sure, Mallorca will stay? You think so? Okay, who do you think gets relegated then? Mallorca doesn't have Kubo anymore. Kubo's at Sociedad. Oh my gosh, and Victor Chust is at Cadiz. You guys, Marcelo without club. What about Osasuna? Five, six. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. 11th. Getafe 11th is fair. 12th. 11th, 12th. Valladolid going down. 15, 16, 17. I feel this might happen. Elche, Osasuna, Espanyol. No. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15, 16, 17th. Thoughts? You think Elche last? In La Liga in previous years. So pretty good. That's what I mean. So this is the year they got relegated. Okay, so in 2019, Valladolid was 13th. In 2018, 16th. Oh, they got promoted that year. Oh my gosh, Malaga, Las Palmas. Yeah, Elche, I feel. Look at how high Osasuna finished. Are we underestimating Osasuna? What about this? I genuinely think it'll be this. I feel like Valladolid stays up. And Girona goes down. It's going to be a good fight this year. I feel like Almeria definitely goes down. Sorry to them. They play Real Madrid in their first match of the year. Mallorca is a tough shout. Like, I feel like it could be Mallorca or Valladolid or Espanyol. It could be like any one of these. I think Cadiz does well this year. I almost even think like this maybe. Or even this. Osasuna is also quite good. Getafe of Borja Mayoral this year. Elche even, I feel like maybe should be higher. And Cadiz should be lower. What do you think? Okay, so for everyone that doesn't know, let me go through this really quick, okay? So Real Madrid, obviously you know. These ones you know. Sevilla signed Isco. And Isco, like prime Isco for Real Madrid was like unplayable. And so I think he's going to flourish again. He's still relatively young. So I think he'll do really well at Sevilla. But they sold Koundé and Diego Carlos. They're two starting center backs. And Sevilla, next to Madrid, Sevilla had the best defensive record in La Liga. So for that reason, I feel like maybe they'll be here. But actually, I feel like they might be here. And I actually genuinely think it'll be more like this. This is my opinion. But I feel like any of these three could really... Like, I could even see this, genuinely. Like, I could even see this. I think Villarreal is coming off a really good Champions League run. And they're ready to, like, fight in La Liga this year. Even more than they typically do. But this is a tough one, I think. And then Sociedad has Kubo now. Bilbao is really solid. I say this a bajillion times, but Bilbao only signs Basque players. And so Iñaki Williams is Basque, and, like, all of their players are Basque. So they don't, like, they'll never sign anyone that's not Basque, essentially. So these are just always, these like 6 right here, generally speaking, are always like top table. I think there could be a shout to do this, but I think Betis and Bilbao like really, I even think that it could be like this. Or like this. Like that's the thing that like, I would say like the top 10 generally are like interchangeable. Celta Vigo, Iago Aspas, like I said, he always just carries. Valencia has made some decent signings. They've lost some people as well, so it might even be like this. Getafe got Borja, lost, well, I guess Cucurella wasn't here last year either. Well, for half the season. He went to Brighton in January or in the summer last year. For example, let me tell you something, okay? Last year, Betis finished 5th. Bilbao finished 8th. The year before as well. But in 2019, Betis finished 15th. Valladolid, Eibar, Levante, Bilbao, Osasuna, Valencia, Getafe, Granada finished above them. 2018-19, Bilbao finished above Betis. That's what I mean. But then the year before, Bilbao finished 16th. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. If Barca register their players, I think it, unfortunately, will be this. Unfortunately, I think. If they don't register their players, I think it will be this or even this. I think this is a good list. I think that, like, Cadiz... Like, the thing is, I feel like the La Liga table changes... It's very dynamic. Like, it changes so much every year. Like, one year, someone can finish 10th, and then next year they can finish, like, 5th. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is good. I genuinely, like, with my whole heart, I think that any of these can interchange. Like, we might see Valladolid be promoted this year and then finish mid-table 13th. You know what I mean? We could see, like, Getafe be relegated again, or, like, Elche be relegated. Osasuna, like, Mallorca might... Do you know what I mean? Like, Almeria might come in and, like, finish again 15th. You know what I mean? I feel like La Liga is very dynamic, and a lot of these teams, although, like, the top table teams, here's the thing, okay? Villarreal over Sevilla. Low-key, I think so also. That's what, Sadio, that's what I was just saying. Like, I feel like these 6 right here could be, like, I feel like we could see a this. Like, I feel like this might happen, or, like, this might happen, or, like, this might happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the top half of the table, it's so dynamic, and anything can happen, besides, like, number 1, obviously, because, like, for obvious reasons. And then the bottom half, not biased at all. Hell no. You guys, we just won a Champions League and the league, and then we just won the Super Cup. Literally, we're winning the league this year. 100%. And then I think the bottom half of the table is also so dynamic. Like, anything can happen. Anything. Like, all of these bottom table teams, like Real Vallecano, like I said, last year for like 75% of, no, maybe like 60% of the season, we're in the top 5 or like top 6. And then it wasn't until the latter half of the season that they dropped like significantly. Where did they finish actually? They ended up finishing 12th. But like they were promoted last year. Right? Yeah. That, which is nuts, no? Rayo Vallecano was promoted last year, literally was their first year back in La Liga, and they were 4th for like the first many months. And then they dropped, but still finished 10th in their first year back in La Liga. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I meant to do this. I think, that's the thing though, I think that this is all very possible. I genuinely with my whole heart think Villarreal challenges for top 4 like 100%. Anyways, I feel like, yeah, like I said, it's really hard to say because it's so dynamic, and like Almeria could come in, be promoted, and finish 10th. Do you know what I mean? I feel like La Liga is very hard to predict because there are so many, do you know what I mean? Like 3 years ago, Valladolid was mid-table, and then they got relegated, and now they got promoted. You know what I mean? So it would be really interesting to come back to this in, come back just for the lils. I'm gonna do this. It'll be really funny to come back to this in like at the end of the season and see like how far off we were, because genuinely I'll predict now that like one of these like bottom 6 here will be mid-table, like almost 100%. Genuinely, I almost promise. That's biased. What's biased? Oh, Barcelona. Yeah. No, but like I'm so confident that I'll gift like 50 subs if Cadiz, Espanyol, Mallorca, Valladolid, Almeria, or Girona come 15 up. Genuinely. Like, that's how confident I am. It happens all the time. These bottom table La Liga teams, like, Prem fanboys think that they're shit, but, like, they're quite good. They're quite good. So we'll come back. We'll do a reaction to this at the end of the La Liga season next year. Anyways, yeah, we'll come back to this once the season's done, and we'll see where we're at. But I think, generally speaking, this is how it'll look. So thank you for watching. Real Madrid, bye!